Hello.
Hi, is this John?
Yes, this is John. How are you?
John, Mike Tomano and Rob West at WVLI. How's everything?
Very good. Hold on. Let me turn off my TV.
Rob,
Yes.
we have John DAMORE on, making the news nationwide, the oldest living Chicago Bear, and he's got Super Bowl hopes, as we do.
Oh, good.
Yes. John, you there?
There we go.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, how are you?
Good. It's great to have you on. John, you were a lineman back in the 50s, huh?
Yes.
And you've seen a lot of changes over our Bears, and this is a big time.
I think I've seen a lot of changes in the way they play football.
Yeah, what are some of those changes, John, from the last, 70 years?
I think, period, the thing that doesn't bother me, but it's the biggest change, they throw the ball so much more now than they do. We had Blanda, Bukic, and one other quarterback on the team. And Blanda was the only one that looked long, and we had Harlan Hill on the team, who was a great wide receiver. And George Blanda threw a long ball all the time, but he only played a little bit with when Bukic and another guy was there.
What a history! What a history! Now,
Yeah.
And you, what were the years you played on the Chicago Bears, John?
I played 57, 58, and 59.
And during that time, how was the Packer-Bears rivalry?
Well, they tell me now, I can't remember. I thought we were 2-1, but somebody told me, one of the calls that I've had told me that we were 3-0 in the 3 years that I was there.
3-0, and so it was.
Yeah.
Was it as brutal of a rivalry back then?
No question about it. Absolutely, it was our favorite team to get on. We took the train there, and it was not a very pleasant ride, but I guess they couldn't afford a plane at that time. I don't know. I took my first airplane flight as a Bear.
You took your first airplane ride as a Bear. Hey, let me ask you a question. Was Dick the Bruiser a Packer back then, the famous wrestler back when you played?
No, I don't think so. I didn't know that. And if he was, he wasn't. He was not very good, like me.
He was sitting on the bench. Okay, I have to ask you, John DAMORE, oldest Chicago Bear living with us and talking with us. Let me ask you a question. What is the deal with the fourth quarter? Why are they doing this? Why are they holding all their magic for the fourth quarter now?
Well, I think what I'm crediting the coaches with that, because they've got they've got the full line of what they're doing to us defensively, and I think the quarterbacks finally get it together, and they should know by the coaching they play the previous week. But that doesn't seem like any of them can do that. They just do it well. A lot of them, Green Bay, for instance, they seem to score every time against the Bears opening up. The Bears have not got such a good record.
Are you saying like Ben Johnson is analyzing what the other team is doing and is it taking him that long into the third quarter?
Well, I think that's right, but don't knock him. He's the best at it, I think.
Oh, he's fantastic. He's just making us chew our nails off.
The 7 late victories prove that. He's really very good at it. You can't just give credit to the quarterback or anybody. He's got to have something to do with it. He's calling the right plays.
It's just taken us to the fourth quarters to come alive, and it's kind of scary.
Exactly.
I mean, that game Saturday was unbelievable.
Well, I think when was the other game where they won it like that? Same way.
Yep.
Was it the game before? Or
it was the game before. Yeah, a couple games.
Yeah.
They have come alive in the last couple of minutes, and it's like, holy cow.
Last seconds. Yep.
So when you look at the history of the Chicago Bears, John, who are some of the greatest coaches that we've ever had?
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to only brag about one, and guess who it is?
The coach.
The head coach. The head of the whole work. Let me get a story out of the way, which I screwed up on previous phone call I had. Virginia McCaskey used to come to our alumni party all the time. And the 1 year, the 100th year anniversary, they had a vote on who was the most valuable Chicago Bear ever. And it came out to be that Walter Payton won the vote. So Virginia came there, and I wanted to go say hello to her. So I went over and said hello, and she pretended like she knew me. She was very, very nice. I said, Walter was not the most valuable Chicago Bear ever. Your husband, George Hallis, was the most valuable, best, and he must have been a pretty good football player, too, because he had the record running back a fumble of 98 yards for a touchdown while he played.
Holy cow.
So that was great. And I just thought he was he was an idol of mine. I lived in Chicago, played football as a youth, and he was just one of my idols. I was shaking when I talked to him.
I lived by Midway Airport when I was a kid. And
oh, wonderful.
You're from the Riverside, Brookfield area. Yeah, Riverside, Brookfield, right?
Absolutely. Uh-huh.
And so you played college football, and that was
at Northwestern.
Northwestern Wildcats, and then you were a senior co-captain in '54. So let's talk about the draft when you were pulled to the NFL.
Okay, I was drafted number 8 in the draft by the New York Giants. I was not planning on playing pro football at all, but when I got drafted, so I was kind of excited about that. And they sent out a scout to talk to me, and it was right as I was graduating. He put a $500 bill in my hand. He says, "Here, I'm here to get a contract. You can have it's going to be a $500 bonus."
Bill.
Yeah, there you go. We should do the math on that. What would that be today?
What? $5 billion.
Yeah, right? So what did you think? Right. Here's a kid from Riverside, Brookfield. You play college football, and you're getting handed the contract. That had to be one of the greatest days of your life.
No question about it. Well, I never saw a $500 check in my life. For me, that I owned, I was not that. My dad was not that rich, but they could give me $500 at any one time. But anyway, he put the fingers on my 2 fingers on the check and his. He says, "Here, if you sign me for $9,000 right now, I can give you this check." So I said, "Well, you know what? I can't take it. I'm not in good conscience." He said, "Why not?" I said, "I'm going to Marine Corps the day after tomorrow. I can't come to camp." And it was just before camp.
Holy cow.
I said, it got me well, of course, when I was in the Marine Corps, I did a lot of running, a lot of physical stuff, so it might have helped me get on the team. I enjoyed it, and it was a thrill of my life, and just absolutely the excitement. I'm still extremely proud that I was able to play in the NFL, although I did not play a great deal. There were so many people. It's the best. The NFL has got the best. Everybody there can play. If you want to, if you're good enough to play in the NFL, you're a pretty good football player.
Yeah, I'd say. And so when you're looking at the prospects for the playoffs, who are some of the teams that you're really looking at saying, man, they're definitely going to be a tough one?
Yeah, I watched the game last night, and I think they got the best one that they can beat. They can beat L.A., and I think that will not be the easiest because there's nothing easy about it. They're going to have to play better than they played last victory. They did not play very well, but they got lucky at the end. Not lucky. They got skillful at the end.
Yeah, it's been tense for the Bears fans watching them come alive. And when I was at a party, John, Saturday night, a family party, and by the middle of the third quarter, everybody's getting their coats on saying, well, we had a good season. And I said, no, I've seen too many things happen in those last couple of minutes, so we stuck it out, and what a game, huh?
Well, I don't think you were as optimistic as I was. I was not. I mean, you were more optimistic than I was. I didn't think they could do it.
It was magic. It's that fourth quarter magic. So you're saying even back when you were playing in the 50s, was the game. The game was the Green Bay Packers, right? That was the one.
No question about it.
Yeah.
There was no question about it. It was we looked forward to playing them, and they weren't very good at the time. To be honest with you, we were better than them at the time. And remember, they had a lot of action after I left there, where one of their tackles threw the quarterback. Who was their quarterback right after I left? And the guy that was mouthy.
All right.
Who?
Wow.
Who?
I don't know. Who was it after he left?
Who am I talking about? The guy, he had a big mouth, and he's still around. He's a good guy, great guy. But anyway, he threw him, in fact, they broke his shoulder, and that was the kind of thing. Everybody played hard in the game, they and us.
Yeah.
The Green Bay and the Bears.
Who do you think's our MVP on the Bears this year?
On this year? Well, I think, I thought the press was not as nice about his play while it was mediocre or average. He was always, I thought, in every game practically, the best player on the field. He was very good. And I like that Booker.
Yeah.
He's been a real asset.
John, was the quarterback that followed you, was that George Blanda?
Well, George Blanda was on the team, but he was a backup. Oh. We had Blanda, Bukic, and
then Ed Brown, right? Ed Brown came in?
Ed Brown. Bratkowski, Brown, and Blanda.
Yeah, Zeke Bratkowski. See, Rob, you think it's a joke that I know. This is like, these things rattle off in my head. It's just that I was trying to think 55, 54, yeah. So what other teams do you follow in Chicago?
Well, I like the Bulls. I watch all the Chicago teams. And baseball is a wonderful thing for me. I like baseball, and I heard an expression that you can watch a baseball game and read a book and never miss a line or a play.
Yeah, you could cook dinner, watch a movie, go out to shop, and the game is still the game.
That's correct. We always were aware of. That's why I like baseball. Football is not that way. You got to keep your eye on it. And I generally watch the center position, which has been kind of a hard thing. The guy has been throwing the ball over the head a couple times. I never did over the head. I threw a lot of punts, a 15-yard punt, and I threw a lot of ground balls back, but I never threw one over his head.
Ben Johnson might be looking for an assistant coach. You up for it?
Oh, sign me up for nothing. I'll give them the money.
There you go. John DAMORE, what a pleasure and an honor it is to speak to you, sir. And you are giving us a great boost for our Chicago Bears. I mean, this has been, 4 years now? We've had some pretty disappointing seasons, and Ben Johnson really he's bringing back that grit, don't you think?
Well, I have not met him personally. I've not met him yet. I hope before I leave this world, I can meet him, because I think he's a great man. He's a great coach. I know that. Already, and I think he's a great man, which is a little tougher to get than being a great coach in today's world.
Yeah, great man is what comes first. Well, John DAMORE, you're a great man. Thank you so much for taking time with us, sir, and God bless you and your lovely family.
Thank you very much. And by the way, let me give an adjunct to my family. I've got the greatest family in the world, and I'm convinced I'm right when I say that. I'm not bragging one bit. Everybody in my family, including my friends, are wonderful. Yeah,
you're blessed, and you're our friend now. It's great to make your acquaintance. And I've known your daughter, Allison, for many years. She is a lovely young lady.
She is. She's my favorite. She couldn't be here today. She does a lot of children's plays now. She's a very good actress. I think if she started it early, she'd be a movie star. Well, but she didn't start it till she was married and with child.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. And my son is now living with me just because they're overprotective with me. They don't want me to do anything dangerous. Well, there's just walking with me now is dangerous.
They don't want you to get a pickup game with some of the high schoolers in the area, right?
Absolutely. I do watch them when I can, my old high school.
All right.
Thank you very, very much, and let's hope for the best next Saturday.
We might just pitch a sports show with John DAMORE here at the station. You never know. You're very good, my man. It's great talking to you, and God bless you.
My wife, my daughter Allison.
Yeah.
She told me yesterday. She said, if the Bears keep winning, we're going to get a representative for you. One of those guys that demand $4 or $5 million.
Get an agent. You're going to sign with
an agent,
an agency. I love it. Well, you have a beautiful day, my friend.
Thank you very, very much. The pleasure's been all mine.
It's been great. Thank you, John.